ground this time, going to be on blue side first ban, first pick. And Nocturne, he's a problem. Going to go ahead, continue to ban him out. The last two bans that he had also, Nocturne, Alistar, Shen were their bans for game 1. Curse, banned out to Janna, banned out to Anivia, banned out to Malphite as well. But Rumble was a huge problem.
Oh,
Rumble's
yeah.
a huge problem.
X-Hazard on Rumble was absolutely stunning. He was really, really good. The placements of Equalizer was paramount to win a lot of the fights there for Meat Playground. There were some that he used to do a lot of damage to the entire team. There were some he used to zone Cop out of the fight. Really, really expertly placed Equalizers.
Oh, yeah.
Can do just that. They can Equalizer fight. You know, they can really
Hence the name.
help you out. Yeah.
That's
it's as if they thought about it.
I know, right? It's just like, man, we need this real. We need a snappy name for this ultimate that really just equalizes the fight.
Yeah, and
I know
the fight turner around her just doesn't have a flow.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. It's like, man, this equalizes the fight. What can we call this? Drawing a blank. Drawing a blank.
There's someone at Riot, HQ that was just like, how about we call it the Equalizer? And they're like, you're a genius. You're a genius. It's like Jim Gaffigan when he talked about the Hot Pockets. Have you heard that?
Or even that commercial with the girl and the taco that stands up.
Why can't we have both?
Why can't we have both? Boom.
Exactly. I like
Celebrate
the Jim Gaffigan
holiday.
He's like, what's going to be our motto for Hot Pockets? Some guy's like, Jim, what's the motto for Hot Pockets? Guy's like, I don't. Hot Pockets. And he's like, brilliant. You are a genius. What are we going to run in Spanish countries? Caliente Pockets. And he's like, you have a gift, sir. That's pretty much how Riot HQ and Equalizer went down. But those three bands from Meat Playground are Shin, Alistar, Nocturne. What? What's going to be fun?
I love. It kind of reminds me of like the Mitch Hedberg jokes as well. Mm-hmm. It's like you want to be a kitchen appliance neighbor because you take whatever it does and you add
blender.
Well, what does this thing do? It keeps food fresh. Well, that's a fresher. I'm going to lunch.
I'll see you guys later.
There was a day. There's actually like a solid day where everyone here in the office was just going back and forth with Mitch Hedberg jokes. Really? It was beautiful. And not the common stuff, like the stuff you only ever hear on his albums, like the deep cuts. Those
Mitch
Hedberg
times. Deep cuts.
But
first pick up Orianna.
Orianna taking it away
from
Jackie. I'm sure he's a little bit saddened by that.
I'm sure. He just hugged Chubby Bear. And he got really sad for a second. But then he was like, Chinese food?
Wait, the bear's a name?
Chubby Bear.
Chubby Bear?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
That's why his alt is called Chubby Bear.
I did not know that.
You learn something new every day.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to come in every day and just name more curse facts.
I would like that. Actually, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Okay.
We've gotten so much info already. There you go. Ari and the Ezreal, being grabbed up by Curse.
They saw Light Sludge play a phenomenal Ezreal, so they just don't... Both teams are like, oh, we saw your team last time. Let's kind of shake things up a little bit. Jackie had a beautiful Orianna. Instead, this time, Meat Playground's going to try to get a good Orianna. Last time, Meat Playground had a good Ezreal. This time, Cop's going to try his hand at Ezreal.
But Janna is open, though. So, Curse did have to make a few rough choices. And pretty much the entire ban process for Curse was completely flipped around. Janna was open. Malphite's open. Anivia was open, but they went for the Orianna instead. It's fine. It's fair enough.
Just because we've said before, Pobelter is a really, really good Anivia.
Yeah.
But if you are able to take away a champion that someone on the other team is really good at and play it yourself, then you're putting them in a bad place.
Right.
So you can either say, oh, I'll play my really good Anivia, but then we'll give Jackie Orianna again. What do we want to do here?
Right.
Elements could potentially bring out the Zyra support.
What?
He practiced it yesterday.
Really?
It actually went pretty well.
Okay,
yeah.
So how does Zyra support work here?
She plays. He's not going to play it, sadly, but she uses her little blossom wards, her blossom things. Because you can have 2 stored, but you can have 4 out on the map at one point in time. So if you can make a little like that bottom brush can just become a death trap. So when they engage on you, all of a sudden you pop up some spitters, you pop up some slow things, and all of a sudden they're trapped in this brush, they're taking damage. And then on top of that, the theory crafting that we kind of did for it was a lot of times those engages, those kind of 2-on-2 engages down bot, it always comes down to like the last sliver of health or like the last, someone walks out of the fight as the last man standing with nothing.
Ult. Passive.
Yeah, the Zyra passive, she dies. She does a lot of true damage with her missile, assuming that she hits, and she can make a lot of those trades worth it for him.
And that is a very, very well scaled ability to have as well. Was like
it does like 400 true damage.
It's like base 100 and then 25 extra true damage per level.
Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
It's
I think it
huge.
does like 299 or 399 late game true damage
Huge.
in a line.
In a lot, yeah.
So like if you die in the middle of a team fight, it's just like whoop.
Everybody. I mean, I'm waiting for the day. There's like some video on YouTube of someone getting a penta with that.
Pentakill.
Well, I was like, why were you lined up so convenently?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What are you doing with your life?
I know, right?
So the final lock-ins there from Meat Playground are going to be a Mumu. We already saw, a really, really fantastic Mumu played by Nick Gink, and Malphite. So X Hazard going back to his roots. It would be better if it was Maokai, but going back to his rocky beginnings as Malphite at the MLG Anaheim and GESL when he was a sub for CLG up top. He doesn't care about the slight nerfs that were made to Malphite. He's going to play him as exceptionally as always, and we'll see how Cop can handle this Graves Janna lane as Ezreal and Blitzcrank.
Now I'm not quite so sure how well that cleanse is going to be serving Cop if he does indeed go with it, because there's a lot of pop-ups. Like that cleanse is near exclusively for Mumu.
Well, that is the case, yeah. But also, he's pretty aware that Graves is 99.9% of the time a hyper-aggressive kind of kill lane. It's all about the exhaust. It's all about the ignite. And guess what Cleanse does?
Yes, it does.
See you later, ignite. See you later, exhaust. So a lot of people think they say, oh, you don't want to pick Cleanse because it only counters hard stuns and hard CC. That's not the case. It gets off ignite damage. It gets off exhaust. It gets off a lot of stuff. Obviously, you're correct because it doesn't do anything to command Shockwave from Orianna. It doesn't do anything to Unstoppable Force from Mumu. It doesn't do anything to the Tornado knockup. But still, getting rid of exhaust and getting rid of ignite, especially in an early engage, can be pivotal. It can be really, really paramount. Because, as it stands now, Elements' exhaust is going to stick on Graves. There's no way he can get out of it. Whenever the exchange happens and both supports exhaust each other's carries, Cop is just going to cleanse it off. And he's able to do all that auto attack damage that they're not expecting. He can cleanse off the damage of ignite, which more often than not leads to the last tick usually kills, or the last few ticks. We saw Nian last series used it incredibly when he was on. I think it was when he was on Graves. He got ignited, cleansed, quick drew, or tumbled. I don't remember which, into another brush, and that absolutely saved his life. He lived with 20 health or something. So that cleanse, it does a lot more than you think. The reason I particularly, I'm just some low elo scrub, but
hey, I'm there with you, man.
The reason I don't like it is because it's an ability that an item does better in the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cleanse doesn't get rid of suppression, for example, Malzahar, you can't cleanse out of suppression. Quicksilver Sash gets rid of everything. Every single debuff on your character. Whether it's Infinite Duress, whether it's Nethergrass, whatever it is, it gets rid of it. So, I don't know. That's why I just prefer Ignite or Exhaust or something like that. I prefer something that is, only a summoner spell kind of thing, if that makes sense.
I get it. I get that one.
Something that can't be bought is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Something that is earned.
Mm-hmm. and Quicksilver Sash is something that, Quicksilver Sash plus Cleanse, that's a lot of removal. You're pretty much not going to get hit with anything.
Right.
But a Quicksilver Sash plus an early game Ignite could do you a lot more. Not saying get the Quicksilver Sash early game. I'm just saying rather than having Cleanse early game. But what do I know? I'm a crappy 1600 elo player.
like I said, I'm right there with you. We're both just a bunch of 1600.
I'm sure
guys.
chat is blowing up right now. What is this retard talking? What is this ginger talking about? Get out of here.
Yeah, everyone and their and some of them may not even have. No, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that discussion because there is also something right now that Curse is running, which does make me incredibly happy. Because you know what. I was hoping there's a Darius grab instead of an Olaf, so that way we can have the entire assortment of Hook City present.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask, has this has Blitz Nautilus been something that Chris has been looking for and practicing for a while, or has it been something that kind of maybe that random gaming tournament kind of brought in him?
Not particularly. I don't see them pricing because Saint is a really aggressive, like carry jungler.
Yeah.
He doesn't really usually play Nautilus. I don't think I see him play Nautilus that much. He's more of a like a Shyvana or like a Mundo or something like that. So we'll see how it fares. We do have Hook City in town.
Yep.
We got a one-way ticket to Hook City. But actually, I take that back because usually when you have Hook City, you usually have a Blitz on the team. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not Blitzcrank.
That is definitely not Blitzcrank. I have no idea who
is
that
that
guy
champion?
is. I have no idea.
Is that the 102nd champion?
I think so.
Did Elements hack something?
You know what?
He's hacking the Gibson.
He
Beep, boop,
is.
beep, boop.
What the hell? I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got into the team.
Stranger
He's got
on
a
the field
fancy
of
wristwatch,
justice.
though. He's got a fancy watch.
Is
So
he I never really is.
I'll allow it.
Watch.
I'll allow it. But yeah, that is definitely not Blitzcrank. But
Not at
it's
all.
okay. It's fine. We'll run with it. You do have Nick Inc. out there in front, trying to make sure that no one gets into the side brushes on the river. Right through the middle lane. That's why you see a lot of champs just walk straight on in through. It's a pretty common path just to make sure you get no vision. Orb still in the brush just to make sure there is a vision. And right now, yes, B Playground does know West Race is there laying in wait. But for some reason, Night Jackie was actually just out of the vision there. But pings are going down for a defense over by the blue, shifting the orb around. Pillbelter will get that right in there just to make sure that they're safe, not invaded. But here's the thing, though. Elements out in front here. Oh, that's always a threat. That's
Just a
always
bit outside.
huge threat. I got to poke a check. Was it so close? So
I ain't a
close.
sissy. Says Nick. He don't care.
No, you don't care.
IDGAF is
Nope.
what just happened.
Mm-mm.
Now it looks like Nautilus is just gonna both junglers just gonna start with their wolves and then transition over to the blue. The Titan shield will protect St. Vicious from a little bit of that damage and also lay out some mean AoE damage on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll move on to blue. Cop using his Mystic Shot just to check that brush, just to make sure there's no early aggression.
It's a warranted check. It's a worthwhile
Yes,
thing to do
indeed.
because if you manage, and that's the thing too with a lot of skill shots too. It's really you have the audio cues. You have that little psh every time, or if you have like a Mundo, you hear the as it goes in there. You don't get a visual cue, but that audio can just be so important to get to get vision where there is no sight.
Yeah.
You hear, someone is there.
And Saint actually holds on to his smite, so he's looking for a quick red buff and then going on to a gank as well. Both teams have warded that bot tri-brush right there. So St. Vicious is going to transition from these Wraiths over to red buff, pick it up really, really quickly because he didn't use smite on blue buff, and we could see an early gank from Nautilus up top against that Malphite.
A lot of damage going quick down onto X-Hazard there. And you do have the axes. West Race does have the capability to farm from a distance if he so desires. But one of the best things you can do against a Malphite, you just melt the shield. Melt the shield, back off. That automatically just makes the Malphite a little bit less threatening. He's like, well, I wanna get some harass on you, but I got no shield. I'm sorry. I'd like to.
Yeah, the thing about Malphite's shield is it comes... Oh, look here. St. Vicious maybe going up top.
It
Let's
could
see
be.
what happens.
Just chilling. He's got his double buff. He's ready, primed, and raring. I think he's just waiting for West Race to ding 3. Very close. He's got it. Here's the X-Hazard. He's being a little fishy here. He knows something's quite up. Now is about the round of time that a jungler would logically want to go get a gank after getting the double buff, but there you go, not going to get anything off of that one. But meanwhile, in the mid, you do have Nick Inc. right there with Night Jackie. Has not used the bandage just yet and does miss flash away, force the flash out, successful gank.
Yeah, Night Jackie flashing right across Moomoo's face, perpendicular to that bandage toss, trying to cover all that ground to effectively dodge it, and he did just that. So a great pull on the minion, just barely missing light suds there on Graves. It would have been scary. Pulling Graves is a little bit scary because he does have that buckshot. He can return the damage right over to you.
Yeah.
Right now, Cop just trying to farm from afar with his Mystic Shot, poke a little bit with his Essence Flux.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame Saint wasn't able to capitalize and get a gank up top. But X Hazard just showing that this isn't his first rodeo.
No.
You know, he knows how to play top lane. He's an exceptional top lane player. We've seen him do it many times before with CLG at MLG, Anaheim, and GESL. He just had the clairvoyance and the presence of mind to think, like, this is about the time the jungler would come. So
Yeah.
I'm going to play really passive.
But here's the West Race now coming back into lane, but St. Vicious came back with him as well. For the moment, X Hazard has no idea, but the pressure from West Race is keeping him back, and that's what a lot of what you'll see laners do is you go for the harass regardless of whether you have a jungler nearby or not. So that point, you know, it makes the other champ a little bit. A little bit less scared to try and go in for those countering ganks, but there you go. Meanwhile, bot lane, you do have also Inkink looking for harass. There you go, hook down, top lane, X Hazard, he is rooted. Ignite actually going down on the Nautilus, and there you go. The Axe, West Rice grabbing that first blood. Meanwhile, bot lane, Inkink, he has decided to walk out of the bush to try and go for something not quite there. No gank. A little bit unsuccessful, but he's still sticking around. He wants his presence to be known. He wants Curse to be a little bit scared. There's elements. Got a ward in the bush. He could have had a grab.
Beautiful ward.
Beautiful ward.
Yeah, and
wonderful ward.
that's one of those like a pixel perfect wards. Where,
Yes.
excuse me. If you smart cast a ward in the exact right spot, you can put it in brushes that aren't even really supposed to be there.
Yep. Smart cast your items too, because you can actually do crazy stuff like that. If you're just a few steps
Ari
out
roaming.
there. Ari's actually coming from behind. Jackie there. Flash out, being forced from Light Sludge. Nothing going to be happening there. Going to have a little bit
Janna
of
was the one
opportunity.
that flashed.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Light Sludge still has flash.
Oh, Light Sludge. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Janna.
Light Sludge was actually in a nice little creep pocket. Like, he knew the charm couldn't hit him, so he was okay. Janna was falling just a tad bit behind, and she knew, if I get hit by charm, I'm getting hit by a rocket grab. And that's something that she did. She didn't want that 1-2 combo whatsoever, so she went ahead and got back from that. Orianna actually farming the enemy race right now. Could be caught by a Nautilus. He sees it, but he looks like he's not going to go ahead and go on it.
But the thing is, though, while Ari was actually down a bot trying to go for that gank, Pobelter was just sitting around, farming in mid, pushed a wave, a few creeps denied for Jackie, but he's still in a pretty good spot. And all this pressure here, bot lane, Light Sludge has a very insane lead right now, very early on over Cop. 20 creep lead at 7 minutes. That is nuts. Goes back, gets the tier 2 boots, gets the Berserker's Greaves and the 2 Dorans to return back to lane. Going to be doing a lot of hurt. And there's not a whole lot of opportunities for Cop to actually go and back. He's very low on mana at the moment. Blitzcrank, he's not a sustaining support there. He's there for the kills. So if Cop does decide to go back, his tower is definitely going to take some hurt. May lose a creep wave or even 2 if he takes long enough. But look at this. The blue has respawned for Me Playground, and he got Curse very aggressively going for it. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, you do have elements trying to get some damage down onto Light Sludge with those grabs. Cop, they're trying to get a little bit of damage as well, but here's the thing. You got those Dorans. Right now, Light Sludge is way more powerful. X Hazard does grab that shield from Orianna. Was it blue stolen? Yes, it was.
So St. Fish is going to be rocking that blue buff. Coming out of that kind of J.C. Penney blue buff store with his a nice fresh blue buff for himself. It fits him well. He's going to wear it proudly.
Yeah, blue looks good on him.
It looks really good, yeah.
Granted, blue looks a little bit better on Ari, but hey, you know what? He's a little jealous.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Doesn't want Pobelter to have it. He's like, hey, there's one. It's mine.
Exactly.
I got that sale.
If you're taking actually look at Mumu. He's trying to counter the enemy blue buff right now.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what he say. You took mine. I'm going to take yours as well. The dredge line. He does flash it.
But here's
the death charge goes out and a nice pull from Elements will get Nick right back in the enemy jungle. He is locked way out of position. Jackie barely misses the charm. Cop gets the kill onto NK and Jackie still following up on Erwin Poos. The Ezreal ultimate gets a double kill through the Eye of the Storm. The ignite from Jackie did help. Pinging Dragon right now. This could be a very easy Dragon for Curse.
Huge play for Curse. Nick Ink was just a little bit too overzealous going for that steal. And there's the thing, though. There's ward coverage there. Curse knew about Amumu. They knew he was there, and they had all the advantage they could and all the CC that they needed to go ahead. Did he really?
Say die.
Yeah.
Dragon OP.
Happens sometimes. Sorry, dude.
What can you do?
Sorry.
Stick to your underwater.
He was in the water. Well, he's
he's fighting a dragon though.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Whatever.
It was a little weird.
But yeah, that was great.
You
Actually,
got West
Ragnarok
Rice.
being popped from West Rice. He's going to chase down the X-Hazard with the undertow being thrown. The unstoppable force
yes.
just to give himself a little bit of distance. And West Rice decides not to tower dive there. That probably would have been a bad decision.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Anytime you have to use your ult as Malphite just to get away, just to clear the distance, you know you're in a bad spot. But here, despite the fact the earlier kill is not going to dissuade Meat Playground from going for that aggressive steal on that blue. This time going on Pobelter, not the jungler, so that's going to be a nice little advantage for Ori in the mid to get the harass down onto Ari. So, and Ari does require, you know, a reasonable amount of mana, but ooh, going for the lucky pick.
Yeah,
and
Jackie,
you can see the DFGs.
Jackie loves DFG.
Yeah.
Jackie loves DFG Ari so much. I've seen him just, he loves it because he can, Jackie's favorite thing, I've talked to him many times before about this, is 100 to 0ing somebody. And
it's a good feeling.
DFG is one of his favorite items just because it deals 30% of the health. You know, plus AP scaling, it's really, really ridiculous. And I've seen him 100 to 0 a lot of champions with DFG Ari.
It is a good feeling. It is a good feeling for playing AP mid. It can actually manage to get that combo off. And it also, it's a nice little indication on your farm. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty ahead. The fact that they can do that to any like one champ, it's a nice, you know, good clear indication about where you are in the game, and also in those chaotic team fights, if you can just single someone out, it's like, oh hey, we got a team fight going on, and you're gone, and it's gone,
and bye,
and there you go. Janna, Graves getting caught out a little bit by Elements with the uppercut down. Janna, nice Monsoon in a pinch, 13 health, trying to get away, missing shots.
Oh,
all right,
what's up?
Never mind.
Hey. Was I invited to the party?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Okay, here I am.
Okay.
Here I am.
Thanks, Night Jackie. Nice cleanup on there.
See you later. Great job by Jackie, just kind of roaming into the enemy.
He didn't even really have to do the dash, just anything we could have done. Elements
he could have probably just auto-attacked.
Probably could have done that too.
Or sneezed.
Just, you know, just smack the tail across the face. Easy.
All 9 of them.
All 9 of them. One damage each. It may have been, you know, 2 swipes and you're done.
Yep.
It's kind of like a duster even.
It is. Someone photoshopped Not Jackie in a French maid outfit. Please. Please. Send it straight to me.
I'm sure that will be very quickly posted onto Reddit.
One of you 6,000 people Photoshop Jackie in a French maid outfit.
No, that's gonna be on Reddit. That's gonna be on Reddit real quick if that actually does happen. Bandage toss from Nick Inc. Not gonna be hitting Cop, unfortunately. Here has to go back. Red buff still on him too, so that's, you know, it's a good thing though if he finally does get those bandages. Saint Vicious did, you know, the blue buff has expired. Well, actually no, he lost it when he with the dragon actually. Yeah, your dragon can't do anything with blue buff. What is he gonna do with that? Nothing.
What if Dragon respawned with blue buff?
That'd be weird.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a little weird, but it'd be awesome. Pobelter in mid though, trying to get his farm on though, and has a nice, really nice lead over Night Jackie at the moment. This is a little bit. Here's the thing though, Night Jackie has left lane.
Yeah,
a few times though. It does affect the farm just a little bit though, but you do have the GP10 to mitigate some of the loss. You know, and in terms of gold though, Jackie is actually have a little bit of a lead, strangely enough.
It goes to show how effective kills, you know, roaming, and also a gold per 10 item can do you.
Oh,
he's down 20 farm right now, but he's ahead in gold.
Right.
It's because of the dragon, it's because of the kills, and it's because of the GP10.
West Rice popping the ghost to walk back and forth really quick. Pillbelter trying to escape here the long way around. Ignite going down. West Rice in pursuit. Night Jackie with the ult on over through. There is the shockwave, but not going to be doing anything here. Nice quick pinch there from Curse at a wandering Pobelter.
Yeah, and they just made Pobelter pay for it. The entire game, Pobelter has been stealing the enemy race. He's been stealing Saint's race. And, you know, just now, Curse kind of wised up. They were like, oh, Ward, you've been doing this the whole time? Screw you. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take you down.
Nice Ward in the side brush there also to indicate when he actually did decide to go over. And St. Vicious with the Oracle is going to go ahead and clear that Ward, make it a little bit safer to go ahead and farm
make the neighborhood a safer place.
Exactly. You got the neighborhood watch there, and he's a big dude with an anchor.
Yeah. I wouldn't go to that neighborhood.
Well, that neighborhood's also probably underwater.
Yeah.
I mean,
Atlantis.
It could be. I don't want to drown. I'm good on land.
I'm not a fan of drowning.
Yeah, it's never no.
I can swim.
Yeah.
Farm. Let's look at farm. Graves 130 CS to actually 96 farm on Ezreal. However, Graves is 0-0-0.
No, Ezreal's got Cop's got 201. He's got the 2 kills and he assists to his credit and dragons. as
so
well.
take a look at their gold values real quick.
I would love to do so. 4,300.
Still close.
Go to 40. It is a very close game. Here's the thing, though. The top scoreboard does say a lot different. Where is that? Oh, there you go. There is the hook. Down onto Janik, forcing the Monsoon. There you go. The depth charge, keeping her popped up. Easy kill for Cop to go ahead and pick up that one. 3-0-1, extending ever further. And even though you also got the top lane, too, West Rice just going right behind towers. Like, you know what? This is fine. It's like you're a non-issue, Malphite. I'm just gonna stay. Don't mind me. I'm going behind your tower. I'm gonna farm. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. You might want to go ahead and take care of the stuff I'm leaving you at your tower.
Mm-hmm. And Olaf already does have that phage. He's got the Ionian Boots of Lucidity, so he's looking to just stick to that Malphite and then just rain down true damage with his Reckless Swings, because he is maxing that first, followed shortly thereafter by Undertow. Dragon is up right now, so it looks like Curse is aware. And it looks like actually there's some trades
Oh, the
going on.
charm going down onto Amumu. That's a huge chunk of damage to try and start out the fight. If Amumu does initiate there, he's going to be going down pretty quick. A little bit of deja vu going on there as well. You're going through a game number 1. Just every time Amumu went in, it just melt. Just blew up immediately. He's just a little pile of scrap there, right at Curse's feet. But still, though, you have the continuing push top lane. West Rice against X Hazard. Reckless Swing. Every time. Shield gone. It's just gone. It's gone.
X Hazard doesn't have a lot of mana here, and the difference there is that, Olaf's Undertow, of course, costs mana, but Reckless Swings only costs health.
Right.
And he's got a good bit of that to trade with X Hazard right here. X Hazard, I think, if he had mana, he could probably blow up West Rice right here. But since he doesn't, West Rice is well aware of that. West Rice is just pressuring him, keeping him at the tower, forcing him to burn mana, actually, to farm here at the tower. And West Rice is going to just force him out of lane and take that tower as quickly as possible.
He's also, whoa, there we go. The dash coming from Night. Jackie Elements wants something to happen here. There is the grab. Perfect. Granted, the shock was going to keep him a little bit closer to tower, but wonderful burst damage going down in the mid. Ignite going down onto X Hazard. West Rice, a little indecisive, but he's like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm fine. Reckless Swing. Just on its own, almost did it. And actually, one more of those could actually finish it, but Ghost and Ignite are now down. Burn those earlier. And X Hazard is still hanging around, possibly trying to bait something out, but he's
got to cover
hesitant
mid.
farm.
No one's really anywhere.
Yeah. He's just kind of like, should I still be here? Should I go home?
I'm just a rock?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Which sometimes, that confuses me a little bit too, because sometimes I'll see a Malphite up against a Darius and I'm like, you're bleeding?
How does that work? You have blood?
Yeah. What? I didn't.
Weird.
What is under all of that rock?
What is going on?
Actually, I kind of don't want to know what is going on.
Yeah. I don't want to know either.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just
move on.
Actually, even then, I was looking at there's a big post on Reddit today about Oriana's origin story. Did you see that?
I don't know that.
Well, this the real Oriana, the human Oriana, died practicing turret diving.
Really?
Huh. Part of the lore.
Interesting.
It's a nice little interesting story.
I'll have to look into
There's a little I guess there's a tower malfunction during the practice that just kind of just nuked her.
Interesting.
Yeah, but there's a lot of interesting stuff in the lore. If you have, which by the way, if you haven't, give the lore for League of Legends a read. There are a lot of Riot staffers who've just that's their job is to go over the lore, and a lot of it goes completely underappreciated or not even appreciated at all. Take a moment if you have some time, please do. It's wonderful stuff.
I highly recommend it.
Highly recommend
now,
it.
Curse did just take that dragon right after it spawned. This time, Saint did not fall to it, so that's always a good thing for him. It looks like Jackie does have his own blue buff, so he's using that to farm with his Orb of Deception and Foxfires. He does pick up that last Siege minion there. He has 156 farm right now to Oriana's 159, so he has steadily closed the gap.
Needing X Hazard into River, but he's not going to engage on that. West Rice is still low. Did he even bother to back before? I don't even think he did, but St. Vicious is here with the Oracles. They saw the ward go down, clear it up. It's going to be no big deal. West Rice, take out the tower. Take out the tower. Take out the tower. It's one hit. There you go.
Wow.
I think now it's a little bit too late, though.
Wow, that was a large misplay by
a little
West
bit.
Rice.
It was a little bit, but great. Tower's still down, but that was one hit. Just do it.
Yeah, he took like 3 to 4 unnecessary tower hits. That tower could have been dead with one.
I heard a chat click. Is this kind of like
right click
game?
Really? Right clicking tower not working. Somebody asked.
I have seen that happen. There you go. Dash coming in from Janet. Depth charge going down on the pole vaulter. Everyone actually gets popped up on part of that one. There goes the Monsoon ult coming in from Amumu as well, trying to get something happening there. But Orianna does go down. Amumu to follow, and mid and bot are actually getting pressured by Curse at this very moment. But alas, though, with that Olaf kill, there is no longer a flawless victory.
Nope. No longer perfect.
No longer perfect.
Now I want to comment here. I want to say that objectively, Curse is looking really good, but I feel like I'm going to be flamed for being biased and stuff like that. But I mean, they're up 8 kills. They're up 8K
That's
gold.
a pretty huge
they're up
margin.
2 turrets. It's looking pretty good for Curse right now.
Yeah,
Don't flame me. I'm sorry. And look, here we go. We see Ari coming back behind, taking the long route. X-Hazard just did burn his
nice
flash.
hook coming in from
That
St.
is a dead
Vicious.
X-Hazard.
That is a dead pile of rocks. There you go.
It's kind of just who wants the kill at that point.
Yeah.
And Reckless Swings was the one to pick it up.
Pretty much. So that is a 9K lead. That is a 9K lead right now for Curse on the 20-minute mark. The surrender mark for some. Not quite sure if we're actually going to see Meat Playground surrender here. I mean, they may just give it that good old college try once more, maybe another team fight or two. But it's when you're this far behind this early on, usually you'll see a lot of teams just like throw in the towel at this point. It's like, okay, it's time to surrender. It's 20 minutes. It's 1-10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, this is definitely like surrender solo queue material here.
The biggest saving grace I could see for Meat Playground at this point is that they have a good team fight team.
Yeah.
You know, they've got the Mumu ult, they've got the Malphite ult, they've got the Ori ult, they've got collateral damage, they've got the Monsoon if they want to disengage. They have a good team fight team on paper, but when you're 9 kills down, you need the damage to kill people in that team fight. You could have the most perfect engage ever right now. They could get a 5-man Mumu ult followed by a 5-man Ori ult followed by a 5-man Unstoppable Force, and still not do enough damage to kill the people on Curse.
Right.
You know, just because you're 9 kills down, you're behind in farm, and you don't have the damage needed.
St. Vicious out there looking for a face check. Charm going to be going down onto X-Hazard. Hook going to keep St. Vicious safe. Goes to the terrain. But there you go. Depth Charge going down on the Light Switch. He is the one to worry about here. Most damage on Meat Playground. There's X-Hazard with the ult. NK Inc. does manage to get the kill down onto Null. Shutdown coming from Orianna. Actually down onto the Ari. You got Elements right down the middle. Go for the uppercut. May actually leave here. But everyone is low. This could be a huge cleanup. Cop manages to go ahead and get that kill. West Race is here for a little bit of janitorial duties as well. Pole Belter in the middle. Uppercut combo. Blitzcrank coming on in. What am I saying? That's not Blitzcrank. He's definitely not him. Ezreal ult going to go ahead and clean up that one as well. And Light Sludge. You know what? We were talking about it, but I think that's the best opportunity.
That was the best chance I think that Meat Playground had to win a fight. It was a 4v5.
It was.
They blew up St. Vicious really quickly with an Orianna ultimate. They locked down Elements in a Mumu ultimate, but they just couldn't put the damage out that they needed. No. And Westrice was like, "Oh, I'm here now. Let me clean this up. You know, let me put on my janitor outfit, bring in my push broom, and just scoop you guys all up."
Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna keep on referencing those old comics too. I was like, there's one with Olaf. He's got a little bro off helmet on. He's got 2 guys running. He's like, "Hey, why are we running?" And then Olaf like slowly, he's creeping on in from the background. He's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna kill us!" Just every time he puts on a record saying, "Lol, lol, lol," every single time, and that's pretty much what happens. Like, hey, there's a team fight going on. I should probably join in. Brat, 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 brat. It's it got ugly.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they kind of wanted. You know, like Curse, of course, didn't really want to engage a 4v5 because no one wants to engage a 4v5
unless you're insane.
They really capitalized on the fact that Westress came in for the cleanup. You know? Right, and that's what they needed. I don't think Meat Playground is going to get a better opportunity than that right there to show their AOE team comp fights. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that really is that may very well be it. If they can manage to find someone and sneak someone just completely separate away from the team, which I'm pretty sure is not going to happen with Curse though, because they're sticking pretty tight together right now. There is another hope in looking to see if you can't sneak a Baron, but with that last team fight though,
there is no longer in Oracles right here on B Playground. So they have no way to counter ward. They have no way to clear it and make sure that the Baron is safe, apart from a Pink Ward or two, which they have not purchased. So it's looking grim. It's looking really grim. I can expect Curse to actually grab the Baron in the next few minutes and then just even make just a big push for the win here.
Yeah, and Curse realizes that they realize they're 11 kills up. They realize they don't see the exact gold numbers, but they could imagine that they're a lot of gold up.
Yeah.
They're not going to throw it away, especially after their performance game one. You know how it was so close. They really need to think to themselves, we can't let that happen again.
Yeah.
We can't give these guys an inch because they will take a mile. Meat Playground is looking like a great team.
Oh, yeah.
Pobelter seems like he's doing really, really well AP mid. Nick Inc. is playing an amazing Moo. Light Sludge was an incredible edge roll the first game. All of them look really, really strong individually. So I'd be scared of them, if I were Curse. So I wouldn't give them anything right now.
And this is definitely a huge, meaningful match because whoever loses does immediately get dropped down to the challenger brackets. So when you realize something like that is on the line, the potential money on the line, what you're going to do is you're going to naturally play a little bit safer in some parts. You're not going to be going around with that much reckless abandon as you usually would, unless you're Nintendo, then you always do because that's how you play because he's awesome like that. But in instances like this, you play it safe, you stay cool, and you just pressure the objectives slowly and surely for the win.
Mm-hmm. And West and X-Hazard just having a little chat up top lane with axes and the lightning and stuff.
Nice ward too.
A great ward there. Yeah, he's just gonna be able to watch his back. He's gonna keep pressuring this top turret. They saw what happened at a 4v5 last time.
Oh,
so
Nick
they're
Inc.
okay
He's
with
going in. He does get the flash damage. He's getting one ult. Nijaki does melt immediately, but will the damage be there to clean up for the rest of the team? Janna does get caught out. Cop is ignited. Will he make it to safety? The cleanse. There you go. There was that cleanse. That's what you needed to happen. St. Vicious does manage to get the kill down on to Janna, though. West Rice not going to be caught out here. He does have the Hextrigger shield. It is up. Light Sludge. He should be the next one to going down here. Shut down to Mumu. Got to get the kill down onto Cop. X-Hazard getting the kill down to St. Vicious. This is a little bit of a turnaround. West Rice can't get something killed down onto a Mumu in exchange. Nice even trade. You know what? That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all, actually.
I will say, one of the biggest things in that fight that just happened was Cop should have been dead way early. They blew up Nijaki. He didn't ult, he didn't flash, he didn't ignite. And then Cop was doing work on Janna, bringing her really, really low. Mm-hmm. He was brought low himself. Janna monsooned the exact time that Malphite Unstoppable forced, and it threw Cop away from where the Unstoppable Force was landing. So Unstoppable Force hit no one, even though he was aiming for only one target. He would have been able to blow up Cop. So Janna actually saved Cop in that fight. He was able to come back, deal a little bit more damage. They ended up kind of losing the exchange overall, but that should have been a fight more clearly in the favor of Meat Playground.
And that if Cop did go down earlier, that could have been a lot of more objectives actually picked up from Meat Playground. They could have actually given they could have gotten an inhibitor. They could have even gotten a Baron off of that as well. But unfortunately, the little miscommunication will go ahead and try and flub up the plans just a little bit. But it does give a nice little morale boost for Meat Playground to know that they can go into some of these team fights, and if they get what they want, if they get what they need, they could still turn them around because they still have sufficient CC to deal everything they need. And it's incredible to have a team that's 10, 11K down still manage to actually take a team fight.
We've seen bigger comebacks.
That is incredible.
CLG.EU.
Yeah.
Seen them come back from way more.
This is true. This is absolutely true. We could very well see it here.
And what they need, what Meat Playground needs, they had a perfect engage last fight.
Yeah.
Jackie died.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's a
The
perfect
end.
engage for them. If Jackie or Cop dies as quickly as Jackie did last fight, Meat Playground, obviously, they just showed they can win that fight.
Right.
So Jackie and Cop need to play so carefully.
Oh,
and a pause. As soon as Erwin Booz gets blown up, we have a pause here. Actually.
Oh God, I really hope. Wow, that could have been. Yeah. if that indeed actually was an Irwin an Irwin DC,
That'd be.
that is the
awful.
most unfortunate.
was.
Oh, it was.
Awkward.
That is the most unfortunate DC I think I've ever seen in my life.
That's not good. I'll say that.
Oh, that
That
sucks.
sucks.
That really sucks.
Well,
Wow.
See you later, Irwin Booz.
Hope he come back soon.
I hope he does as well.
Well, when he does, it's not. He's gonna come back to this game,
Being over.
and he's gonna be like, guys, what the hell?
They're gonna bench him, I think.
No. Well, they're gonna
Bench
bench
or
his
win
modem. They're gonna bench
That-
his modem. They're gonna bench his router. But that is just.
really.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean that could be a Baron. Poe Belter just
Oh.
was kind of joking about it. Don't do Baron on a report, but
It's well. I mean.
I mean,
You say that you're gonna be like. By the way, don't win the game or I
Yeah.
report.
well, like the thing about it is,
Oh.
they say he was clearing wards. You know, Urin was clearing wards, but like, would he have been caught without the DC?
I think so.
I know that's what I'm
I
saying.
honestly
like,
think so. It
at
hurts.
what point did he DC?
Right, that is the question. And unfortunately, on the spectator side of things, we're not really gonna know.
Can you rewind while it's paused? Can you
Good.
see
I
where
think
he stopped?
I
the movie?
believe I can.
I've never really had this happen.
I believe I can, and yes, we do have that
Killer.
capability
So
here.
go check out Irwin Booz right now.
All right, we're gonna focus in on Irwin here. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna play this out.
We're a little bit far. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're a little bit far, but we're gonna play this out
Speed
just
it
to
up.
yeah. So we're about 20 seconds in before he comes on in, and just to see if it's feasible to think that Irwin Booz is actually DC'd here in this situation, and it does have the oracles.
Oh, yeah.
So it's okay. So we're moving on in. We have the brush here, and it's just a matter of okay. You're getting in position.
Where's elements? Let's go up just a hair.
Elements.
Okay, so he sees that ward.
He sees the
Right.
ward.
He's not DC'd yet, I don't think.
Right. Well, I mean, even then, even if he was DC'd, he was standing
Oh,
still.
he did DC right there.
Oh.
Unless his attack speed's that slow.
Boom.
I think he may have DC'd just before.
It's entirely possible. But I don't know. It does seem like the game has actually resumed while we're actually going through that replay here. But
Wow.
it's like I said, it's just
Unfortunate as
that is quite possibly the most unfortunate DC I've ever seen in my life. Granted, probably would have still been grabbed, but it just still sucks so much.
But
it hurts.
even if Curse right now doesn't take the opportunity and do Baron,
I mean, they're gonna do it.
Irwin came back, lost at Oracles in that.
Right.
That's 400 gold.
That's
and
400
that's
gold.
400 gold you can't get back.
No.
So like that kind of sucks for them.
It really sucks. It
You wanna,
really does.
speed it up just a hair?
Yeah, let's get back to live real quick here.
Unless
Everyone's
something
just
happens
dancing
right here.
right out in front. And there you go. You got Poe Belter actually getting caught right in the middle of that fight, going for that push check. NK Inc. ulting in response defensively. Yeah. I think after that series, this is pretty much going to be it. Curse can go ahead, secure this Baron right here, and then push on in for the win. There you go. Baron secured, returning to your post, back into the mid lane, continuing on with the push. We are back in live.
It's like Curse is going to go home, buy, recoup
Regen.
the troops, and go straight up a lane.
Yep, there you go. So, God, man,
It's unfortunate.
It really is. It
It's
really is. But
very
like I said, he was in position though. Like he was completely out of there, and I'm pretty sure he would have been grabbed anyway. But then again, also you also got to remember. Oh, Nia Jackie getting a little bit caught there. Does he get the exhaust down? But also remember, Curse. They were so ridiculously far ahead, right?
Yeah, but we saw some amazing fights by Meat
Yes,
Playground.
yes.
So like it's unfortunate that would
That's
be
the
the
thing.
deciding factor. That is the right there. That DC of Irwin Booz, him getting caught while clearing that ward.
Yeah.
That was the game.
Yeah.
And that's me. I'm kind of assuming that Curse will win this eventually. Meat Playground could very well still win the game. Like I don't want to count them out.
Oh no.
Wholesale, but like Baron was kind of a very 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 risky option for either team at that point in time.
Yes.
But Erwin Booz's getting caught was...
That was the icing. That was
icing,
you know, that gave Curse the necessary clearance to actually go ahead, because now you're in mid game where a death of one champ could, with the right team comp or with the right amount of a lead, can actually result in huge objectives like towers, like Baron, like inhibitors, like that. So that was really everything they needed.
Yeah.
So granted,
it's almost like like your quarterback getting injured in the last push or something. Not saying Erwin's a quarterback or anything, but like just one of your teammates.
He is a support. Of course, he's a quarterback.
Yeah,
what are you saying? He's the backbone of the team.
Yeah.
The support dude.
Supports
never.
are the Tom Brady's of League of Legends.
Absolutely. No, I agree.
And the Drew. Actually, I'm going to say Drew Brees because I'm a Saints.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. There you
You're
go.
welcome.
So the minion's going to be pushing down here bot lane, looking for that tier 3. You got Blitz looking to clear out those wards. X-Hazard out in front, looking to try and defend this. The ults are still up and available, but if there's a good time to actually chain CC on a team, it's while they're taking turret damage. So there is still that capability here. Orianna with that Shockwave and the Malphite ult and the Amumu. They have all the combos they need in order to pull it off, but this looks like it's going to be Elements right out there tanking the tower, trying to do a little bit there. The poke coming in from Curse while everyone else is distracted trying to deflect this push. This tier 3 turret, it is half down.
Meat Playground doesn't want to give up this turret.
No.
Whatsoever.
So much dancing. So much dancing, so much taunting coming in from there. Right at the bottom of the steps. Very rudely trying to egg them on. But here you go. The minion wave does continue. The hook. 1 hook, 2 hooks, nothing. But there you go. There is the Malphite in the center of the team with the Orianna ball to attach. And Cop actually goes down pretty quickly. Pobelter is the next one to go down. And Elements also gets caught out from behind the turret. Light Sludge getting chunked out huge there. Westerice, can you connect with that kill? There's the axe. No!
Beautiful.
Wow.
3 for 1.
That's the CC. That is the CC underneath the tower. And you know what? Curse was a little bit split in that.
It's the exact engage that I've talked about the entire time.
Yep.
Cop blew up.
Yes.
Cop blew up.
The end.
That's it. That's it.
You get Cop or you get Night Jackie. That's it.
Yep. You really need to get one or the other. Ideally, you get both. But Elements went pretty deep with Westerice behind the turret, was trying to take down Light Sludge. Light Sludge did an impeccable job kiting, though. He was auto-attacking, smoke bombing, quick drawing away, flashed away. He put a lot of distance between himself and Westerice, and it worked out beautifully for him.
Yes, it did. Yeah, and that's the best you can ever ask for out of your AD as well, because that's what the AD is there to do. He's there to kite. He's there to do damage. He's there to be on the back line. And I honestly thought Westerice was actually going to go ahead and get that kill. I think he was actually like mid-swing to try and actually pick that up, but all the damage necessary. White Sludge being a champ, being a boss, and actually picking up on that one. But like I've said before, it's still a huge, huge, huge deficit to go ahead and try and come back from. It is a 15K deficit, but the game has been managed to drag out this long. Meat Playground has delayed up to the 35th minute, and while all this time is going down, this is a lot of time for items to be stocked up and built here to try and go ahead and deflect the push. You do have a very large bunch of critical items here, which could really help sway the battle. You do have the Randuin's Omen down on the Malphite. He's going to be in the center of the team anyway with those ults. Heart. You got the Frozen. Frozen Heart actually there on
Nautilus and Blitz.
Nautilus and Blitz. That is huge. That is going to be absolutely huge against Graves. But also, you also got double Sunfire Capes there on a Mumu and the Malphite. They're going to be in the center of the team fights quite a bit. Yes, you even got you still got GP10s, you still got Lucky Pick on Mumu onto Malphite. They're still getting a decent amount of gold income from those. But here we go again. Ult from Amumu down in the middle. Of course, getting 3 members of that. Cop is on the back line, though. He's going unchecked. So is Night Jackie. Malphite ult trying to get what he can. Night Jackie blown away from the Monsoon, and will manage to go ahead and get that damage this time.
Guess who lived?
Cop and Jackie are alive.
Yep.
The team fight is theirs. Inhibitor going down, and I'm pretty sure this could be it. Waiting for the mini wave. They're still a little bit low. They're taking the safe route. Going to go ahead and push the rest of the objectives. Go shift on over to mid. Take down that tower as well.
I know for a fact. I can speak personally by saying there's been many arguments about taking an inhibitor like that, taking bot inhibitor, and attempting to finish and then just screwing up, like, just
Yeah.
screwing the pooch by like getting killed or just taking too much tower damage. So I know Curse wants to take it slow and they want to whittle the enemy team down so that they have absolutely no chance left.
They want to romance it.
Exactly. They want to make sweet, sweet love to Meat Playground's inhibitors.
All
And,
all viewable on the Curse House Cam, by the way.
Yeah, Twitch TV/curse_house. Go check that out. But it's, like I said, they've learned from their mistakes, and they're obviously just kind of
Yeah.
take it easy, just win the game.
Don't blow it.
That's it. Don't blow it.
Yeah,
Don't
you're in
blow
a
it.
fantastic position right now. Just don't blow it. But look, Baron has respawned. Nick Inc. and X-Hazard, they are right there, and this is a little bit of a desperation move here. Yes, St. Fish is out front. The hook going down on the pole vaulter. All the burst damage down. Shockwave coming down. Elements is very weak, so St. Fishes, but Nijacking and Cop still in the back line, unchecked, going down. Nijacking getting the kill
Yes, he
down on the
lives.
Graves. There you go.
I mean, it's it. That's it.
Oh, hey, still got a kill. Element still does manage to go down in that one, but that is the ace. Curse will go ahead and convincingly take this one. There's the surrender. GG.
The only engage that Meat Playground could have hoped for to actually win was one in which Nijackie or Cop blew up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was Gabe for them.
Pretty much. But there you go. We will see a game 3 here. This has been a very, very interesting series. Just
It's been
back
a
and
good
forth.
day of League.
It's been a fantastic day of League. I mean,
This
we
is
have
the second best
second
of three.
second best of 3.
game
This
three.
is unprecedented to actually get 2 best of 3s on one stream in one night.
Yeah,
I never.
and it's late.
And it's late, but there have been like days where we actually stay, so we almost missed the BART home.
Really?
Almost like James and I will run all the way down.
Good thing I'm just a quick.
Yeah,
few
you're
blocks
just
away.
a quick nice little walk away. You got your
Yeah.
apartment, you're set. But we're gonna go ahead and try and get this game 3 for you as well. In some parts of the world, it's a little late.
It's like
We're
1 in the morning on the East Coast. No big
Yeah,
deal.
no,
Big deal.
it's not. We'll try and go ahead and get this hurry up and everyone in the room here for you. So we will be back. Game number 3, last game of the night. Meat Playground versus Curse NA. Winner moves on, top 8 of the elites. Loser drops on down to the Challenger Circuit. I'm Hat Person. We are with Pluto. We will be right back.